My name is Esther. I run the blog thisfarmhouselife.com, and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make a chocolate peanut butter crunch bar. And my family absolutely loves this, and it never lasts very long. And so I am excited to share it with you, and so let's get started. So I have here 3/4 of a cup of maple syrup and honey combined. You can use all of one or the other. It works either way. I just like the combination, so that's what I use. So we're just going to put that in our saucepan. And I always like to try to scrape stuff out. Some of these ingredients are a little pricey and you don't want to waste your money. So we have that. And then I have a 1/4 cup of coconut oil. You do not want to substitute coconut oil for butter in this recipe because these bars need the solidification that coconut oil brings. And coconut oil does solidify around 75 degrees. So this is a perfect oil for this recipe. And then I have 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter. Now you can use whatever brand of peanut butter you want. It really doesn't matter. If you want to go super healthy, then look at the ingredients because they do add a whole bunch of extra stuff to peanut butter sometimes. That's not real healthy for you. So if you're wanting this to be real healthy, you probably want to go with something that really only has peanuts and maybe some salt. There. And then I have a 1/2 cup of cocoa plus 2 tablespoons, and this is Dutch cocoa. That's what I use all the time. And you might be wondering, well, what is Dutch cocoa? And it's just a darker cocoa. It is more chocolatey, more intense flavored chocolate. I love it, and that's what I use all the time. That's the only cocoa I really buy. So then you're just going to turn on your stovetop, and I just do this about maybe around medium. And I just stir it till it's all kind of melted together and just blended really nicely. Now in the early part of this, if you want, you could measure out your rice cereal. And today I'm just using a mixture because we had odds and ends, so I'm just using a mixture. But you want like Rice Krispie cereal, and you want 4 cups and then 2/3. So 4 2/3 cups of Rice Krispie cereal. And I took a 9x13 pan, and I like to use parchment paper for this, so I've already put my parchment paper in there. And I tried this trick. We'll see if it works. I heard that if you take parchment paper and you kind of crumple it and then put it in your pan, it goes a lot better in the corners and stuff. So far, I think it's doing okay. So we'll just get this all nice and melty and chocolatey. I think every one of my family likes this. You can freeze these, and they do freeze really nice, but to be honest, mine never lasts long enough to get to the freezer. So this is definitely a family favorite in this house. I remember while doing this, because it is chocolate, both of my grandmothers love chocolate. And the one grandma especially, she was all about trying new chocolate recipes, and I can still see her eyes would just sparkle as she would tell me about the latest one that she had tried or one that she had changed up just a little bit. She definitely was a chocolate lover, and it has come right down the line, and I love chocolate. There's no need to bring this to a boil. I'm just mainly wanting it to melt real nice, just kind of get all blended up. So no need to really boil this or cook it for a certain amount of time. And I'm just going to turn my heat down because I see that it's kind of just starting. I can see when I stir it that it could start to burn, and you definitely don't want that. That could ruin a good dessert. Okay, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but this is pretty well melted and blended together, and that's kind of what you're just looking for. It doesn't have to be real thinned out or anything like that. This is fine how it is, and I'm just going to give it a couple more stirs here to make sure that it's all really blended good. Alright, that's about all it needs. I'm going to turn off the heat, and then I'm just going to add this cereal right into my bowl. Like I said, today I'm using a combination, but normally I would only use Rice Krispie cereal, but I'm trying to kind of use up some that we had around here. So you can do some other stuff. You just want a really nice crunchy cereal. Nothing that would have a coating on. So like no frosted flakes or anything like that. And again, depending on how healthy you want, you can choose your brand of cereal, and there would be healthier options out there. So it kind of all just sort of depends on what you're wanting. Okay. So you just want the cereal pretty well evenly coated. And this is looking pretty good. Okay, and then you just take it and you're going to put it right in on the parchment paper here. And I just kind of spread it out a little bit with my spoon. And then I'm going to show you a little trick that I do. Alright, let me just put this in the sink. Okay, what I like to do, I gotta open this one just a minute. Okay. If you take a piece of parchment paper, okay, and then I like to put it right on top, and then you can just push it down. Your hands aren't getting messy. You don't have to worry about stuff sticking to a spatula, and you can just press it into this pan. I want to make sure it gets even, and you just want to press it very firmly. Okay, I'll show you what we have. Put that over there. Okay, it looks like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, and it'll probably need to be in there for maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour. You can leave it in there as long as you want, but you want it to firm up, and once it does, you'll be able to cut it into squares. And this is really good. It's a pretty big crowd pleaser. I've taken it to a gathering and it was a favorite. So anyway, I hope you try it and let us know in the comments if you've tried it and if you like it. And we would love to read what you have to say about it. And before I forget, like the video and subscribe to our channel for more great content. And we'll see you next time. Thanks so much.